feel like this layout is just like overall like a nice layout. I feel like I know what shot I want to throw in every hole, and I know how to execute it.
Felt good. I think I lost a little bit of steam going into the back nine. I definitely went on a par train for a while, and I missed, I'm gonna say three birdie putts I feel like I should have made. It just felt good. I mean, it just feels good to be out in the sun. There's a little breeze, but if you can just look at the direction it's going, it's all right.
I think I missed like a 2 birdie putt, like probably like just a little bit outside the circle. No, outside 30. Some nerving going on here and there, some windy. Over that, I'm pretty happy.
I mean, I was just chilling today. They started us off with like a superstition playing while we were teeing off on hole 1, and I was like feeling that. Not superstitious, but I'm a little bit stitious. I definitely, right now, I think my red shirt is my lucky shirt, so I'm saving that for the last day, and I try to wear black on moving day. Like, I got a couple little things I do.
Hello and welcome to round 2 of the 2024 OTB Open presented by MVP Disc Sports. We're halfway through the year. We're out on the West Coast. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the two hot geese.
Honk.
We love it here in California.
Yep.
Love Swenson Park. Great FPO layout.
And you guys can see Party Holyn is also
Full force.
she's also out here with us today.
Yeah, she is.
She is present. She's a little bit stitious.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Let's check out her stats here. Yesterday, 90% fairway hits, 72% circle 2 looks, giving herself a lot of birdie chances, and 91% C1X putting. Dang.
Wow.
A little bit
great.
stitious is right.
Yeah. Kat Mertsch, 85% fairway hits, 78% of the time finding circle 2 in regulation, and hitting 57% of her circle 1X putting.
Oh.
We could see more of
I
that.
was going to say, yeah, she definitely left a few out there.
There's room.
Ella Hansen, 80% fairway hits, landing in circle 2 72% of the time, and 90% C1X putting. She always plays well out here. Should be a fun one.
Yep, she really embraces the OTB vibes. Owen Scoggins, last but not least, 65% of the time in the fairway, 72% of the time in circle 2, putting for birdie and making 100% of her circle 1X putts.
Just shut your mouth. Freaking perfect.
Classic Owen.
Actually perfect. Hole 1's a par 3. It's 339 feet. We are up on the stage. There's a lounge area. We are vibing out here in California. Got to swing under these low-hanging branches towards the end. Usually you just see kind of a pure hyzer or straight pushing shot. You don't see a lot of flex shots. You just got to swing under the branches, maybe get a little bit of ground play, but this grass tends to be pretty sticky. You don't get a lot of skips.
First on the tee box from Grapevine, Texas, Holyn, Handley.
What do we think she is on a scale of business to party?
Oh, I feel like after that intro, she's like...
It's a new day, though.
She's an 8. Oh.
New day. What do we think today is?
Let's watch this tee shot. Let me get a little data point collection.
You're fair. That's fair. A smooth down-tempo shot. Not quite as much power as we're used to seeing. I dig it. She's in the circle.
Oh,
Party.
Full
party.
She's at least an 8.5 right now.
8.5 for sure. I think you just took the number right out of my mouth.
Okay, Kat Mertsch is also partying.
She's literally never not.
This outfit is sick. Lots of power, classic Kat Mertsch fashion. Just a little high in the tree branches. She'll drop down probably just shy of circle 2.
From Seattle, Washington, Ella Hansen.
Ella and Kat both shooting an 8 down yesterday. Holyn with the 9. I think these ladies are thinking double digits.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see at least one person with double digits today. It was a little bit windier today,
Just a touch.
especially on the back. Ella with some straight skips with that mid.
And completing our lead card from Los Angeles, California, Owen Scoggins.
It's hard not to be relaxed when you're coming straight out of the Axiom Lounge.
Is that what they call that?
I don't know, but I just made it up.
Oh, okay. They're going to sell merch for it
They've
next
got
year?
watermelon tints, watermelon lights. I saw a lady walking by with a bowl of fresh cherries and kumquats.
I did eat one of those cherries and
Yeah.
kumquats, yes.
So
That's the rough ladies.
it's
Have fun.
very California.
California, baby.
Potted plants, succulents.
Cat leaving herself well outside circled 2. Surprising off the tee. Just has to chip up. Ella with a bit of a look, wide straddle.
Very wide.
Not really much of a chance there. Own. She has this all day, right?
Yeah, just one bit inside the circle. Comfortable.
That's crazy. She's like hitting these left side high chains a lot, but sticking. It's like working for her putt. Party Holyn up next. Oh, yeah.
Starting out strong. There were 19 birdies in the field today out of 46 competitors. 40% of the field getting hole 1.
40's good.
That's real good.
I love that.
This hole used to always play really hard.
We've said it. I feel like she almost missed that.
Yeah.
We've said it before, but FPO getting better
Getting
quickly.
better quickly for-
Every year.
Also, this year is nice because it's not as hot and not as windy.
That's true.
Ooh, chase card check-in. This is a third card with Stacy Kiefer.
Leaves it a little bit left. She's just outside the circle. Oh, smooth little stepper.
Yeah, Stacy was on my card today, and she's one of my favorite people to watch. Just the smoothest backhand form ever.
And the cutest little step putt you've ever seen.
Yes.
I say that, and it sounds awful, but it's true. It's
true.
like legitimately the smallest step after
Yes.
the putt.
And it doesn't look like she's trying, but
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
spinny and
So smooth.
perfect. Moving on, hole 2. It's 573 feet. We just watched Stacy Kiefer on hole 3. This is a par 4. Congratulations to Brandon Zabo as we continue this follow flight. He won the patreon.com disc.
It's a Cicada 2024 Tour Series JomezPro Cicada.
That Erika threw in our practice round. Go watch it on YouTube with Raven Klein. There's OB all the way down the left side. There is natural OB, aka really thick bushes on the right side. You want to stay out of there. It's worse than you imagine. Lots of different routes to take to the basket. A forehand is really useful on the second shot.
Holyn taking the right side hyzer line and getting way down there. That's perfect. I want some synonyms for party here. I'm gonna be thinking about this. Own with a lower line.
Disco Holyn.
There's different eras of party.
Yeah. Rager Holyn.
Yeah.
Club Holyn.
Dude, I want to see like teen basement rager Holyn.
Teen night.
And that looks like that Thunderbird, Champ Glow Thunderbird from Cat Mertsch out to the left. I think she should have a wide open look at it.
I believe I remember it being a right to left crosswind on this tee pad. You could definitely feel it in the first half of the hole. But those big bushes on the right block it for majority of the second half of the fairway.
Ella catches a tree, but she gets enough distance that with a really great second shot, she can have a look. This is quite a rip of a second shot, and you really have to swing it under these branches. Wow, just perfect.
I did not think she had enough to get there. And I was like, oh, she's going to give herself a long putt at least, but then parked.
It sets up well for the flex sidearm for sure. Because there's more room on the left. You just got to swing under those branches. Ella going at it with more of a straight hyzer sidearm also looks just great.
Okay, I always have been thinking that Ella's going to be scary when she gets her sidearm dialed in, and her sidearm is dialed in.
How scared are you?
I'm so scared.
You quaking?
I feel like double digits is easy with that distant sidearm.
You shaking a little bit?
Yeah.
Quivering?
In my boots. Cat Mertsch throwing a little touchy sidearm of her own up to the green. And everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing it. This course has a lot of different lines and sets up really well for the sidearm, or I played with Anniken Sten. It sets up well for the left-handed player as well. There's just a lot of different ways to attack this course. It's one of the reasons we like it so much out here at Swenson Park. Everyone pretty dang close for their birdies here on hole 2. I would like to see that again. I'm not sure what kind of a follow through that was.
Whatever it was, it worked. I don't know if it looked confident, but it went in.
I'm confused, to be honest.
Me too.
But she made it.
And look at all these birdies. This one played tough yesterday. It's the middle of the pack today. There were 9 out of 46 competitors.
9 out of 46. And are we going to see all 4 here? That's wild.
This is not one I would have added to the list for...
A star frame?
No way.
Bum, bum, bum.
Here we go.
$25 to Edge with that really great star frame. I mean, that's half of the birdies of the day. I know that's not true math, but bear with me here.
Yep. Goose math. Hitting
quite
hard.
a lot of green on our lead card here. Hole 3, we actually go from that tee pad off to the right there and are going to this short pin to the right. It's 277 feet, very reachable. We have a really tight right side tunnel you can take with the backhand, a mid-range, or maybe a fairway driver, or you can swing it out to the left side with a forehand. You got to get under some branches and maybe get a skip to get it parked. The wind, what was it, like kind of head right to left-ish? So kind of hard for the backhand line.
And it would randomly gust at a good 15 miles per hour.
I really like this backhand tunnel line, but the tee pad is pointed towards the sidearm line, so you don't see, I don't know, you don't see as many people taking it, I think, if the tee pad was just tilted 45 degrees to the right.
Yeah, it's definitely trying to force you to throw this turnover or forehand route, but I don't think the turnover is even really there.
Mm-mm. On with the sidearm. Here's Cat Mertsch. Too much turn on it. It's going to get probably into circle 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got to punch it a little. You really don't want any turn.
It's also, you really don't want to be pin high left because there's this one low hanging branch that really gets in the way on the putting green.
Yeah, you really just want to, you kind of want to challenge this tree, swing it right under the branches and skip near that tree and you'll get inside the circle. It's interesting because the forehand does often get caught up towards the end, but it takes the risk of getting caught up early, which the backhand line brings in. Here is Ella. Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh my God.
Big putt getting things
like 50
going.
feet.
Look at her just jog that in with really tiny little steps. Little jumper.
And what branch, too? Just right underneath it.
Dead center, little fist bump. Love to see it.
Dang, Ella getting it started.
See if Cat Mertsch can follow suit. Can't really see anything. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. All right, ladies.
Not to be big putted.
Cat Mertsch could put that on a hat, and I would definitely buy it.
Obviously an orange hat.
Clearly. I mean, she's wearing a white hat, but yeah, for everyone else. Look at that outfit.
I feel like Party Holland's here, but Business Cat is also here.
Interesting. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I've seen Cat in a boardroom or two.
Wow, okay.
What are we doing?
Putting clinic.
Yeah, we are.
That is very important on this course because it is a driver's course. You don't really pull out your mids and fairways very often.
Have we seen, I'm so sorry I interrupted you, but 2 star frames in a row this year or last year?
I don't think we have ever. I feel like we would have made a deal out of it like we are now.
I would like everyone to just raise the roof just a little bit in your homes.
At home, raise
yeah, just
it,
a little bit. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
$50 now to Edge, and look at all the green on the scorecard.
We got 4 people double digits under par overall.
Hey, what's up everyone? I want to let you know today's video is sponsored by Vessi. That's why I'm out here in the rain. Another rainy days. You've seen on tour we've had lots of crazy weather. That's why Vessi has come through so clutch for us. Right now I've got on my Stormburst low tops. They're perfect for days like this out here in the rain. They are water waterproof, not water resistant. So they're gonna keep your feet dry all day. We've also featured the weekend sneakers. So today I'm actually here to tell you about the new Westerly jacket from Vessi. You can see I'm wearing it right now. The rain's beating right off my jacket. Being from Vessi, you know it's gonna be waterproof, just like everything else they've got. You can wear it out on the course. You can wear it around town. It's got a kind of a stylish vibe to it. Vessi has a ton of stuff for you to check out. They've supported Jomez for a long time, so we love having them. The whole crew is outfitted with all that gear because you know the rain has been crazy this season. So what you need to do now is go to vessi.com/JomezPro. You go to that and they're gonna get you 15% off your first order. That's vessi.com/JomezPro, or click the link down below to get 15% off your first order and get set up with some nice rain gear like us. Thanks again to Vessi for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it.
2 star frames in a row, and we're on hole 4. We're barely begun on this round.
Oh, baby.
Another par 5. This is a really tough one to birdie just because of how much distance it covers and how tree lined the last half of the fairway is. The tee shot's pretty demanding. There's a few gaps you can pick from. Yesterday we watched Ella go the straight line and go all the way out in the round. You can also try to cheat the corner, but it's easy to get tangled up and force you to end up having to just play for par. Many options here. Let's see what everyone does.
I've been thinking about this route a lot for the power sidearm player. It's tempting even for the backhand. The angle is better on the second shot from over there.
It's much better.
I will say Party Holyn drinks water like business Holyn.
Mm-hmm. Got to stay hydrated to keep the party going.
Owen, looks like she turns it into the ground, but gets a nice little ground skip out of the gap. I feel like, man, how is she lining up? Left
Straight
side?
gap. Straight gap.
Yeah. Ooh. It's fine. It's kind of pushing this fence, though.
Really
It's
great
fine.
distance.
Yeah.
She kind of wants to go check out the estate sale that's still happening.
It is still happening.
Right across the street, just as busy as ever.
So many cars stopped to go to that thing. Wow, 4 for 4 down the left side.
I don't think we see that any other card.
I think as the FPO distance and sidearm game improves, if this hole sticks around, that's going to become the predominant line, I think.
I think you're right. That right side is a little bit too risky.
Could you go back? What did you say? I think you're right.
I think you're right.
Oh, cool.
Own just enough distance to get over the green and down at the bottom of the hill so she won't have the slanted footing.
Just a reminder that we do have some 2024 Tour Series JomezPro Cicadas on JomezPro.com. Get yours today.
Yeah, pretty plastic.
Ella really just throwing it straight into that tree. Not really anything else to say about that. Let's see if Holyn can get around it.
Yes, she can.
A lot.
And that is a great place to be. She's lined up perfectly down the second half of the fairway.
Wow. Cat way down here.
And look,
I thought she was closer to the fence, but like she's set up so perfectly right there.
She's looking straight down that fairway.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. It's lined up so you can throw a straight shot instead of something tricky.
Ella in this corner where a lot of the people that can't throw as far try to sneak through. It's tricky, and she accidentally turfs that second shot or third shot. Is that a little puddle?
Yeah, there's a little splash.
Teeny little splash.
Splish splash. Owns third, going big old sidearm here. She's going to be something like 90 feet away. Really tough without elite distance to get there for a look.
Holyn lining up her third shot. She is definitely within range for birdie.
Yeah, she is. Still a tough shot. Lots of low ceiling. It's pretty impressive how difficult this course is and how many low ceiling shots there are for being on a golf course. Holyn making it look easy. Is she going 4 for 4? She did yesterday.
Yep, she sure did.
Math.
Ella Hansen making good on her fourth shot in the bullseye for par.
You were correct. Her sidearm is looking deadly today.
Yeah. She's really polished it up.
Cat Mertsch throwing a smooth little backhand. Looks like a putter shot.
Finessey.
Love it. Is that a slight own bow?
Yeah, it was a teeny little bow.
Just a little one. Owns fourth. Not really able to give it a full run, but she is parked for her par.
And what a professional save here for par.
No kidding. And I feel like this, we're going to see more and more from Ella and even Holyn. You know, like they've played long enough where they're going to make these professional shots that maybe kind of were their nervy misses before they've been playing for a few years.
Where they'd pick up a single bogey here and there.
Yeah.
Holyn and Cat Mertsch both with basically tap-in birdies.
Mm-hmm.
A turkey for Cat Mertsch as well.
And a, what did we say?
Cooper's Hawk.
Cooper's Hawk?
Mm-hmm.
Plural. Apostrophe.
And our lead card killing it, but we're going to check in real quick on third card again with Stacy Kiefer. She's on hole 6.
With her own Cooper's Hawk.
Yes.
Which is what we're calling 4 in a row for California. This is a big par. Well, not a huge par 5. It's only 760, but I think it actually did play as the easiest hole in the course yesterday.
Yeah, definitely one of them. The trick here is to not try to shorten the hole and to just kind of zigzag in the open space, and it becomes a really pretty simple up and down in 4 strokes.
Stacy did kind of yank that last upshot, but makes good on a circle's edge putt to go 5 in a row.
It was a pretty stiff headwind on this green when Stacy was putting. It was an excellent putt to save her birdie.
And you know what that means, right? 5 in a row.
Oh, golden sombrero.
Yeah, put a little golden sombrero on that Cooper's Hawk.
Uh-huh. Stacy Kiefer with the current hot round at 5 down through 7.
So cute.
So cute.
Hole 5, we just saw it as a par. Well, we didn't just see it. We skipped it. It's a par 4, 589 feet. They added this hazard area in the middle. There is an OB line on the left that you could find with something crazy. We've seen Holyn go forehand out to the left. It's not really the typical route. There's a few different backhand routes you can take. It's low ceiling off the tee. It's kind of hard to get enough distance to find that hazard off the tee unless you go roller. We saw Ella do that yesterday. It's like a surprisingly tough birdie for being sub 600 just because it's hard to get enough distance off the drive.
Yeah, Holyn talked about this route the other day, just throwing a little forehand over to the left side and having a wide open second shot, but unfortunately she goes a little too far.
The hazard, and not everyone can do that because even though it's wide open, it's still a very long second shot from over there.
It calls for like a 320-foot forehand followed by a 380-foot backhand. So that's what Holyn's choosing.
Yeah.
And she went too long.
Whoops.
Crazy.
Cat Mertsch finding one of the first Guardian trees own as well. It is surprisingly easy to find those. Is Ella doing it?
Yep.
She did the roller yesterday. She's choosing the Holyn line today. It's like they're friends or something.
Oh, no. Okay.
That's fine. It just feels so risky with that hazard.
It sure does.
But unlike what Cat and Own are dealing with, it is wide open over there.
Yep. This is every bit of 400 plus feet to the basket. Cat Mertsch giving it a good run, but she's still going to be outside circle 2.
Own working the flex. A little sawed off. And,
Just.
Is she in the little corridor?
I think so. If not, she's just barely over that hazard line.
There's about 15 feet where the 2 hazard areas kind of meet and leave an inbounds area. It feels very silly, but I actually think Own might have found it.
Ella covering that distance that she has to get to the green. It's every bit of 380 from that corner.
Holyn in the hazard, going to throw from it with a penalty stroke here. This is her 3rd stroke. Leaves it pretty high, but squeaks through.
And what a recovery shot.
Yeah. A little bit of business sneaking in here. She must have just had an international call real quick in between holes.
Sometimes you got to work on vacation.
Yeah. She's a work hard, play hard kind of a gal, you know?
Mm-hmm. Cat Mertsch from out at about 80 feet. This is a pretty well-guarded green, lots of low branches coming off these very pretty oak trees. You can sometimes land in a spot where you don't have a putt. You can see Ella straddled out so wide, but not able to find chains.
Own maybe 20-ish feet for her par here. Surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Like we haven't seen her miss. Cat makes good on her par save putt. None of our lead card ladies quite playing this one perfectly. Although
Par's good on this one. 63% of the field getting a par. There was only 7 birdies, only 9 people getting to circle one in regulation.
it is the exact same hole for MPO, which there aren't very many of those out here. What is save from Holyn from the hazard?
Yep, game plan went well, just a teeniest bit off.
1 foot.
Owen going to have to settle for a no OB bogey.
No B bogey?
Mm-hmm.
Holyn still leading the way here. 4 down on the round, 13 down on the tournament. 2 strokes ahead of Cat Mertsch. 3 strokes ahead of her buddy, Ella Hansen.
Moving on to another par 5, but this one's only 760. We saw Stacy Kiefer play it earlier. It's all about just staying in the open where the drone is flying, not trying to mess around with any of the patches of the trees that you're navigating around. Another place where you can pick up strokes is on this green. It is perched on a little hillside with an out-of-bounds green just behind it. It's always a little windy up here as well, so you are thinking about it while you're putting.
Not me. I'm only thinking about it going in.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's a good mental game.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm known for. Thank you. Holyn up first here. She is going ESP nuke down the center gap. Definitely flirting with those branches, but gets through, and that's huge.
That is a monster drive.
What's she doing with her arms? She has so much swagger. Cat Mertsch taking the same line here. Also fantastic.
This hole played as the second easiest hole of the day with almost half the field birdieing. This feels like a musket.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about this tee shot here.
Big shot from Ella. A little bit more turn than the others. She'll have a few more trees to deal with on that right side, but that's just fine.
This is one of those holes that I think we could potentially see eagles on in the very near future.
We've seen, I mean, who was, did Ella... Ella got
Eagle it
there?
with a roller.
Did
got
she?
close.
She
No,
got
she got
close.
close,
I've
yeah.
seen a few people get close. Jessica Weiss got close today with a roller second shot. It's definitely out there for the eagle. Owen gonna take the widest gap on the second shot. Should be pretty easy work to get the birdie from over there.
Yeah, the further left you go, even though you're pushing an OB line, the more wide open the second shot is. Third. Math.
Honk.
Holland's second shot, though, is
Smoked.
using that area. And
Is she in circle two?
yeah, with
she
air
is.
with air shots.
Air shots.
2 air shots.
Okay. We're happy. We're not.
I'm in disbelief.
We're not upset.
We talked about with rollers. But
I
look,
know.
Cat Mertsch is going to do it too.
Yeah, she is gonna do it.
Who are these people?
Cooking these discs.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Ella going to mess around with the trees. And the trees are going to mess back.
She shouldn't have started none, you know?
Exactly.
Ella now with a sidearm, probably, 235?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Maybe a little more.
And she saws it off just a tiny bit. Hopefully it didn't get big ground play. It came in kind of knifey. We'll see what putt she has to work with.
Owns third going backhand. Really nice shot there. Kat's third. She's, what, just outside circle 2?
Yep. Nice little chip up to the bullseye for just a nice tap in par. I mean, birdie.
Here's Holyn with a real eagle chance.
Go.
What a slacker. Just kidding. She's very impressive, obviously.
Love the soft bid there. She's party Holyn is for sure here.
She's out.
That OB green comes up so quickly behind this basket. You can see Ella not quite committed to the height as well.
Yeah, I'm just giving her a hard time out of pure envy.
Mm-hmm.
Here is Own to bounce back from that bogey she just took. No problem.
22 birdies out of 46 competitors today.
Nice.
You know, Ella is kicking herself right now, taking a par on this one. Hopefully lighting the fire for more birdies.
This is a fun course to play because there are just so many birdies out there. We don't get to play very many courses like this.
Yeah, shout out to Leonard Muse, who did the FPO course design here at Swenson Park.
We love you, Leonard. Hole 7's a short par 3, 285 feet. Dangerous though, you got to carry over this water. There's some sawgrass right there that you can swing over if you get under those oak branches. That's one of the routes you can take as a hyzer. You can throw more of a straight shot over the water. You see some sidearms too carrying straight. That one feels sketchy to me, but it's actually a really good play if you swing it wide enough because you're safe the entire way. I believe it is a optional drop zone, not mandatory if you go out of bounds in circle 2. Holyn going forehand here and checking up inside the circle.
Man, that's a lot of distance to cover with a forehand. I know it says 285, but it's also uphill with some low-hanging tree branches, and we had a headwind today.
Yeah, and the forehand, again, you have to swing out wide to make it work.
Yep, because if you land on this hard pan green, it can very quickly skip out of bounds right. That OB line goes all the way around the green, even inside the circle most of the way.
Kat Mertsch going Halo Hawkeye, leaving it a little bit left. She's in circle 2. Here is Own's forehand bid. Similar distance as Kat, it looks like, with her destroyer.
Look at these players that are doing well right now with these big forehands. It's so important on this course.
Yeah, this course sets up so well for the power sidearm. Kat looking like she's lining this one up.
Oh my gosh.
Huge putt.
Deep in circle 2.
Oh, look at her walk it in all cool too. Jealous. Can't help but break out into a jog.
That, you know, I can't either. I'm a runner.
I'm a runner. Look at her. Look at her just swagger this thing in. Fantastic putt. Keep watching her.
Uh-huh.
Look at her go.
We're going to have to. Scoggins also in circle 2. Not quite as deep. Coming up a little short. Taking a moment to really think about it. There were only 9 birdies on hole 7 today.
Holyn catches a little branch on her putt there. Some left side chains. Ella. Not quite a tap-in, but pretty close. Still just enough to be like, it was 20 feet. I thought it was a little closer. I thought it was like 15. I thought it was 15, not 20. I was going to say it's still scary on an elevated pin. I thought she was closer.
They're all scary.
All right. It was a good putt. Everything inside of 25 is a tap-in, actually. When you're as good as me.
Every time that basket's elevated, I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, you get to a 10-footer and it's windy. You're like, oh my God.
Okay. All right, just breathe. Lots of people at 5 down right now for the hot round of the day. Let's move on to hole 8, another par 4 at 591 feet. This is another 2-shot hole with 2 particular shots that can make it extremely easy, or a sneaky gap through the trees that you take a risk, but it can shorten the second shot. I've tried both, and I think I do like the more open shot that really lengthens the hole better. I think it's less risky when you're coming into this green. It's perched on a hill with an OB bunker, hazard bunker, and an OB green right behind the basket. If you get closer, you really bring those more into play.
Ooh, Cat Mertsch laying down the roller here. Love to see it. This is a star turn that gets caught up on one of the guardian trees. Ella did the roller yesterday too. S-line DD here.
Trying to get it. Not trying, doing.
Successfully doing.
She is unfortunately not quite out of the trees yet.
No, she was like way past the... She's way past...
She's in that one big tree.
She's behind, yeah.
Okay.
She's way out there.
Way out there. And that's where you want to be. It really opens up a hyzer to the green.
Oh, yes. Here we go. ESP heat roller from Holyn.
I like that this...
Sick.
That this tee shot is wide enough where everyone feels confident to pull out the rollers. Holyn is not someone that throws a ton of rollers, so it's cool to see her work that into her game.
Yeah, she's not unknown for throwing them, but she does not throw it as much as someone like Ella, so it is very cool to see. Own working the sidearm flex shot as she does.
That's the more classic play, but a lot of times disc can land in that little lumpy area that we see right in front of Own's disc, making your footing too weird to get a run up. Cat from inside the corner trees.
She's going to be maybe flirting with circle 2 from there. It's a good shot. Really tough to get there from those trees. Ooh.
Oh, and working the flex.
I thought she was going to hit that tree. Oh, no. Oh, it's... Oh.
Whew. Living on the edge.
Classic bouncy Own. Holyn way up here, able to throw slower speed sidearm into the green.
Wow.
Gets it to about 18 feet.
That's so good.
Yeah, she knows it. Look at her. It's like a weird mix of party and business. I can't get a
know.
read.
I can't either. It's a work vacation.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. God, I needed that. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah. It's a cruise ship. There's karaoke, but there's also a meeting at 6.
Yeah, there's a merger she really has to clinch, you know.
She's on the list with Bon Jovi, but has to take a quick phone call. Own from just short of that OB green, coming back at it.
And makes good. Great birdie.
There's only 10 birdies today out of 46 competitors, and everyone's up here putting on our lead card.
Lead card for a reason, baby. Own moves to 4 down with that one. Holyn gonna move to 6 down? Math?
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's so good. Ella, no mistakes, but not stacking up quite as many birdies as Holyn moves to 4 as well. Bogey free.
Cat Mertsch, also no mistakes on the scorecard and 5 of her own.
Stacy Kiefer again from 3rd card. 5 in a row, just got 2 pars. Taking the hyzer route on this par 5 today. It was a par 4 yesterday, hole 9. They lengthened approximately 200 feet. To birdie it, you have to go across the water in the second shot here.
Wow, that's so good.
And Stacy does.
Absolutely crushes this trace.
Yeah, that should be an easy upshot, or at least very straightforward.
Her game was so smooth today. I was talking with Maria, watching her play. It was just like watching someone not do anything crazy, but everything perfect. You know what I mean?
Tatar?
Yeah, exactly. Just calmly stacking them up.
Stacy gonna move to 6 down with that birdie. On fire. Looks like Stacy and Holyn tied for the hot round right now at 6 down. Wrapping up hole 9, par 5, 819 feet. You can take this route, which is more of a turnover line, or you can go to the right of the tree that we passed over that OB area. If you don't get across, there is a drop zone. Second shot, again, you really need to clear the water to make the birdie feasible. I don't think you can lay up and still get the birdie. If you're out of position off the tee, you do see some layups. I doubt we'll see it here. I think this is a good change. It's probably a slightly easier birdie and par in this lengthened position.
Yeah, it's nice because in order to get a birdie putt, you're not throwing over the water and accurate, which on the par 4, you have to do both.
Yeah, and it's really difficult. I kind of like that we're just doing this for a day, though. Yep. I'm a fan. I don't know if everyone is.
Yeah, I think it's a cool change. It's almost like a way to test a hole out.
Yeah. Ella across nicely. This is the route that I think most ladies are taking. This big hyzer route. They cleared out so much of the underbrush that just like made that line really difficult in years past.
Shout out to the course crew that was out clearing during our practice rounds. You can see how much work they did.
Oh, interesting. Own taking the right side, but with a flex sidearm. No one else is doing that.
Nope.
Literally no one. That's a big shot and so risky. It's fading towards the OB. Gosh, I love her. Kat also taking the right side, pushing a little straighter. If this fades in time, which it looks like it is,
monster.
That's huge. She was a little nervous.
We had a little bit of a headwind here, and you could see that really playing with Kat's disc. But
kind of a head left to right.
Yep. Ella a little bit pinched on that left side, forcing to take more of a hyzer route, but she still gets big distance. She's inside circle 1 on the old basket.
Yesterday and tomorrow's basket. Mm-hmm. And from there, again, it's maybe 200 feet.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, own low, but across.
Look at that gap that she hit.
Ooh, Holyn with a tree right in her run up here. She's probably only 230 feet to get across the water. She doesn't need to go nuts here.
And she doesn't. Nice controlled shot. Look how far Kat is.
She's so far.
It's crazy.
Like, is she thinking about eagle?
You know she is.
Oh, whoa, that is very turn though.
But also very overstable.
But there's like OB over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a left to right wind that you can feel all the way down the fairway. That disc was nice to have come back there at the end. You can see it really pulling Own's disc to the right, but her overstable plastic, it does finish up just outside the circle deep of the pin.
Ella with a little sidearm chipper here.
You can always tell on her follow-throughs that she doesn't like it, but that works out just fine.
Little high right at that tree, but it works out fine.
Standstill approach from Holyn, running at it.
Oh, that's so good. I feel like this approach really keeps you honest. Like it's not a gimme. You can mess it up, but you really should be able to do it. If you're across, you should get the birdie. Yep. Everyone knows it. Pressure's on.
And everyone on our lead card, at least
on the dance floor.
Yep. Own on her version of the dance floor, which is in circle 2, but not quite enough chains to grab that birdie.
Ella just a step outside the bullseye here for her birdie. Moves to 5 down. Nice turkey to finish the front 9. Again, as we said yesterday, a little bit easier to stack up the birdies on the front. There's plenty on the back, but also more danger.
A little more wind usually as well.
Holyn moving to 7 down with that one. Fire. Pretty much on pace for the front half of her round yesterday, I believe.
So we got 3 birdies on the lead card on hole 9. There were only 6 on the day.
Oh,
so
wow.
Really impressive showing. I thought there would be more than that too.
Yeah, I don't think the wind was very friendly to get across on the second
That's
today.
true. Or to even throw the tee shot.
Yeah.
It's a hard one.
Exactly.
But look at Holyn Handley, 7 down through 9, and that is good enough for the hot round of the day. Kat Mertsch at 6, Stacy Kiefer at 6. Everyone else under par in the top 10.
Holyn with a 2-stroke lead over Kat. Still pretty tight at the top. It looks like everyone in the top 20 or so under par. Pretty dang good golf out here at Swenson.
Yeah, we have 9 more holes, and this is where things get interesting. So come hang out with us on the back 9 on moving day. Holland's got her black shirt on. She's business and party. And we know you guys want to be a part of it.
What a mixture.
Yeah, so come hang with us. Thanks again to the Founders Club. Thanks again to all the volunteers that are out here at the OTB Open presented by MVP. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 Hot Keys.
Honk.